Hey guys, welcome back to Mod and Pop Thrift. My name's Tom. I'm a full-time eBay reseller and a stay-at-home dad for my 6 kids. It's been a couple of weeks since I made a video. I'm just so far behind. I'm trying to cut things out that aren't absolutely necessary. But I got a bunch of sales and I'm getting tired of not making videos, so we'll go through a handful of them real quick. Town by London Fog. Not a great name, but that's a really cool pattern, and it's got the dimensions like those cable knit Coogies without having the like crazy every Coogie sweater is different. There's not two that are the same, so those crazy patterns help those sell and help with the uniqueness. That one obviously is all of them on the shelf are going to be the same. I had only sold for $12.55 free shipping. I took an offer on that. This sold with free shipping too. This I got from the bought a guy's store out one all the items for $1 and just listed them. Somebody asked me to talk about how did I transfer his listings to my account? I didn't. I took my own pictures and ran my own titles of every single item that I got. So 400 items, I just made brand new listings for all of them. So I paid $1 for that, and it went to for $12.82 free shipping. Buyers all in at $13.99. And then this was part of a lot. And Calphalon. I always mispronounce that. Stainless steel made in China. Nothing really great about this, but Calphalon is normally a brand worth comping. And so for some reason, this one was worth listing by itself, and the rest of the knives I sold in a lot. But this 3-inch butter spreader, 3-inch spreader is sold for $18. So I wouldn't have paid $18 for all of the knives for sure. And I still have I think I paid $10 for all of it. I still have the knife block, but the knives sold $18.05. And then there's a bunch more, but these are ones I really want to get out right now. Let's talk for a minute about where I've been and what's going on. The reality is these videos take forever to edit and grab the screenshots for and stuff. So it takes me a long time to take this raw footage into the video that you guys see, because I sneeze a lot and I pause a lot and I scoot away from the camera like I just did to grab this bag a lot. And so editing all of those things that slow the video down, out, and editing in text or researching something to put up an extra piece of information, it takes me, if the video is 20 minutes long, it probably takes me an hour and a half, because I'm not very good at it as part of it. But I enjoy doing it. But the reality is I make almost no money, like less than $100 a month on YouTube. And so it's only worth it in that it's a fun project. I enjoy the community, that kind of thing. And then recently I've decided, like, money's tight just because of, life, things going on, in our, kids having school stuff and things, expenses coming up here, there, and everywhere. And so money's a little bit tight. And so I'm like, I'm just going to go through the death pile. I am generally of you have to spend money to make money kind of orientation, which I think is definitely as true in this business model as any. You really have to spend money in order to make money. But I'm like, right now, I have already spent the money. So going out and sourcing new product isn't a priority, because garage sales aren't on anymore, and money is tight, and I already spent money on product that is in the death pile. So I'm going through the death pile, and I don't go through the death pile as quickly when I'm making videos, and I'm not sourcing. So like going through the death pile to make making a what sold video in a day where I need to get through the death pile cuts a lot of time out of that death pile. Ruby's at an age where she is needs a lot more hands-on attention because she's about to start walking and she's crawling, and anytime you leave her for 2 seconds, she's into something she shouldn't be into. And so the time to make the videos is time better used elsewhere on both family and business things. And money's tight and I already have inventory. So I'm not making what sold videos to save time. I'm not making sourcing videos because I'm not sourcing. And so now I have these 3 things and I need to print labels. I am currently well below top rated seller. I am above standard, but not below standard, but not much. And the problem is I'm just not getting things shipped out on time. And so because I just don't have time to do all this stuff, because life's coming at me 100 miles an hour. So right now I'm paying more and making less on eBay because I'm getting less sales because I'm not as high on algorithm as top rated sellers, and I'm paying more because as a top rated seller you get a better benefit on your seller fees. And so I've got to get back to top rated seller, but it's going to take a lot of sales to get over the hump, out of the hole I dug myself on late shipments. I say that because these 3 are things that have to go today. I have 10 items that are late, and first in, first out, I should be shipping those first, but these are not going to count against me because I'm going to go put them in the mail right now. They won't be late. And if I were to not get to the other ones, they're already late. So I already have that strike. 1 day late, 5 days late. Matters to the customer, but it doesn't matter to the algorithm. I'm going to try to get all of those out today. I do have, now these 3 are going to be off of that list, but I do have including these 3, I think I had 18 to ship today. Yeah, so I have 15 to ship and 10 of them are already late. I am not killing it these days. So I need to get back to just hitting it hard. Ruby's taking a nap, but I've got the monitor, and actually 2 of the kids are home sick today, the older 2 boys, so they're fine by themselves. They're not super sick, but they had a fever, so they can't go to school. So they're just in there playing Luigi's Mansion and laying on the couch resting and taking medicine. So they're in there to help with the baby too, because she had it first and she's taking medicine every day too. Anyway, life's crazy. Welcome back to my chaos. Found a bunch of girls' vintage shirts. Like, I don't normally sell, I don't know if you can tell how small this is. I guess this is girls large 14-16, but it says Sparkle Spirit Style and American Girl Fashion Show. This is a vintage shirt, probably 2001-ish, and I found like 3 or 4 Beatles shirts, the Doors that sold, I'll put that comp up, Pearl Jam, Tour shirt, Jonas Brothers, Journey, 50 cents a piece at a garage sale with the girls' smalls, but so I wouldn't have spent much on them, but they're at 50 cents a piece. I'm making money. This one sold for $12.99 free shipping, but I'm going to do it for 50 cents. So like I'll make like $5. So if you look back here on my desk, there's a bunch of Bratz doll stuff. Me and Evelyn went to a garage sale and spent $15 on a large tote of Bratz stuff. Bratz stuff does really well. We have done really well on it. Sold a car in the same weekend that we bought the stuff for $50, and then sold some figures. Still have some dolls to sell, but this lot sold for $24.55, probably on an offer or on a sale, for sold via promoted listing for $24.55 free shipping, and we're gonna make some decent money on that. Ninja blenders sell really well for parts. The buckets, the lids, the spinners. The motors don't do as well because they're heavy and cumbersome to ship. So they're, you know, the least amount of money for the most amount of work, but picking up the whole machine tends to do really well. I paid $50 for 2 machines. This all by itself sold for $30 free shipping, but I made money selling each of, it had 2 buckets and 3 lids and a bunch of different mixer parts. And so if I'll make probably $15 sell on this now that it's sold after I pay fees and shipping. But the big money is in the other pieces, and this is just one that I happen to have. So I mean, I'm going to go ahead and list it because it's money. Tamagotchi. This was a Whatnot thing. Old Tamagotchi with the battery component still sticking in it. So bought it on Whatnot, and then I got it, and it says 2017. It is not an old Tamagotchi. It is a reissue Tamagotchi. I don't remember what I paid for it. It sat in the death pile forever. Like I said, I've been going through the death pile. I listed it. There were none listed cheaper than like $20, but there were none sold in this like galaxy pattern, except for one that went on auction for like $12.99 free shipping. So I did $9.99 plus shipping or best offer, and this sold $8.99 plus shipping. Deep Purple, I pay nothing for cassettes when I can buy them in big bulk. These sold for $15. I'm like maybe 25 cents a piece into the cassettes, so let's call it $1. Sold for $15, free shipping. Big Cardinals pickup, all those jackets and stuff. This shirt was amongst them. Tools of the trade, baseball stuff, but then the bat says Walt Disney World, and then it's Walt Disney World on the front. I don't know like what exactly is the deal with Walt Disney World and baseball. Like they have the ESPN Center thing, so maybe it was some kind of an event. That is a like 99 to like 2004 tag, so that is definitely vintage. And this is an XL, but it sold for $12.80 free shipping. I didn't have much into those, and I was pricing them like I spent $300 on everything. I made my money back very quickly, and I've got a bunch more to sell. I priced them to sell reasonably well. That thing was like, well, maybe I shouldn't have picked this up, but now I have it. So Jerry Garcia tie, they don't do super crazy well, but they do sell. But you know, they're better than just like every tie that you see. I went in and got some, I got 4 ties in one day. 2 of them were Trump ties. This Jerry Garcia and Ralph Lauren, all for like $1.88 a piece, I think. This sold for $10.80 free shipping. Wouldn't normally buy a tie to sell all by itself. Like I probably should have gotten 2 or 3 Jerry Garcia ties and put them together. The Trump ties I sold together. The Ralph Lauren tie is listed all by itself, but it hasn't sold. And then this was a Bolo brand, and I hadn't found it, and then I picked it up, and this did not do very well at all. Faraday, 2XL, looks like a tablecloth, but it's just a plaid. I think it's all cotton shirt. Anyway, I thought it would do ridiculously well. It sold for, it took it a long time to sell, and sold for $15 plus shipping. Buyers all in at $25. It was listed May 5th, so May, June, July, August, September, October, November. 7 months for a shirt. 7 months, it wouldn't be a long time for a shirt necessarily, but this brand was one where It's on a lot of people's lists. Like, be on the lookout for Faraday, and it's going to sell high and really well. And for $15 plus shipping and 6-7 months, that doesn't feel like a quick sale to me. And somebody had mentioned in the comments, what do you should clarify what you mean when something sells quick. That's super subjective. Even in my head, like, that shirt selling in 7 months feels like it took forever, because when I bought it, I thought it would sell in 6 weeks, and it sold in 6 months. But like a normal shirt, like, you know, if that was a Wrangler that I had $25 plus shipping on, 7 months wouldn't necessarily feel like forever because it's more common in my expectation. So like when I say something that took forever to sell, it's basically just as my memory serves against what my memory serves my expectations were. So probably more than telling you what I think, I should stop saying that, because it really is just it's just in my head. I thought it would sell faster, and I'm not basing that on any, I'm not, you know, Justin resells or not. Yeah. And have this, all of the stats right in front of me. That is a wholly subjective thing. So, don't read much into it when I say that. And I would say I'll stop saying it, but I won't, because I just kind of say what I say, and that's one of the things that comes out. I would have thought that would have sold 4 or 5 times faster than it did, and I was wrong about that. And I don't know if I did something wrong or if that brand has fallen off. But Faraday was once upon a time a Bolo brand for a lot of people. I found one. I haven't looked into it in a long time, and mine did not perform as to what the expectations given to me would have led me to believe it would. Okay, and look at this. I think this made it on a video when I bought it. It was $4, and it's a Bolo. It's one that you do not see very much. This kids tugboat. Somebody said on a Facebook group that they thought people were like waterproofing the bottom and putting a small like outboard motor on it, and I don't know, driving it like a remote control. I have no idea, because it's too small for even Evelyn to sit in, really. Anyway, I thought that comps were somewhere in the like 130 free shipping range, and a lot of people would be intimidated by shipping something like this. It's not going to break. It's made to not break. So you just got to get a big enough box, and that's the only challenge. And I did that. It's 25 by 20 by 20. And I just wrapped it, stuffed the box enough with paper that it isn't going to move around inside the box. And I think it'll be just fine. This one isn't even in that great a condition, but so I listed it for $190 with the intent of immediately putting it on 30% off sale, because I wanted to see if and how that worked. And it sat on sale for a month at $130, and I even sent offers because I knew that shipping wouldn't be outlandish, and if it ended up being somebody in Hawaii, I just canceled the sale. But that didn't happen. The person who bought it ended up buying it, and they're shipping it to Oklahoma City, which is fantastic. That's not very far away. And then, but it sold the day after the sale ended. So they paid $189. And so it is never, I'm never the guy who, when you search high to lowest, my listings come up at the top, but mine sold for the most because I put it on sale and people let the sale end, and then somebody bought it on a price that I was like, it's not worth that, but I'll put it at that, and then mark the price down. And it cost me $24 to ship. So I made like, after fees, I'm pretty sure I made well over $100 with my $5 buy cost. So look out, some of this little type stuff, you wouldn't want to try to ship a kitchen, I wouldn't think, or one of those houses, but like this kind of smaller play stuff that is conceivable to ship, it's worth it. Pretty cool thing. So we'll look real quick at 7 more. And there were a handful of things that I shipped that you guys didn't get to see. Paid $5 for this zither. It's not an, I thought it was an auto harp. An auto harp has keys. The zither does not. It's a mountain instrument similar to a harp, but you play it on your lap. Paid $5 for it at a garage sale. It sold for like whatever the number is, $45 free shipping. I made some money. It wasn't in super good condition, and it's not in super high demand, so I didn't expect it to sell quickly. And it did make some money and sold. I bought it at the same time as I bought it at the same garage sale as I bought these little girls shirts, and we're about to see another one, and we just saw the American Girl one, but it was one of the last yard sales I went to, so probably 3 weeks ago. This shirt, I love this shirt. It is not liquid blue. It is XL from 2000, the 2000 tour for CSNY. I think it says year 2000 on it somewhere. Yeah, clear down here. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. When my wife and I were young, we went and saw Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young. I want to say that it was 2006 probably. And I bought this shirt on Whatnot thinking it would fit me, thinking I'd lose enough weight, thinking I would hang on to it until I did. And then I just purged a bunch of stuff. I have so many t-shirts, I can't close the shirt, close the drawers on my dresser, and then I have them stacked up in on the top shelf of my closet. And I'm like, I need to purge a bunch of this stuff. And so that one sold for $22 plus shipping, buyers all in at 30 and 30 cents. 50-cent yard sale from like 3 weeks ago where I got girls shirts. This literally just sold. So this is like, you know, not much bigger than the width of my hand. It's a girls small. Pearl Jam Tour 2003. And it's just that real girly cut. I paid 50 cents for it. I was excited to find 2000s tour t-shirts for 50 cents a piece, even if they were small girls sizes. And so I listed them for $12.99 plus shipping, and that one, buyers all in at $21 on that one. And that was probably the coolest one because, I mean, Pearl Jam is a desirable shirt. Jonas Brothers one in that girl's size tour shirt from like 2006, I feel like would do fairly well. And then the American Girl doll one, but the Doors one already sold, and there was Journey. It was neat to find them if they were men's sizes, and I asked about men's sizes. Like I was hoping to find these same shirts in adult sizes, and she's like, we kept those, but she can't fit these anymore, so they're not worth keeping. I think I got this from my brother. I probably wouldn't have bought this. It's an embroidered polo, and again, that 96, 97 to like 2003, 2004 Parks Disney t-shirt tag, desirable tag even on a not super desirable shirt. Sold for $9 plus shipping, buyers all in at 17. Paid $2 for these, and I probably wouldn't have picked them up again. Untested, no power cord as is Bose. I think they were $2 and change or $3 and change, and they would be really good if so this cord links them together, and then they're supposed to be auxiliary powered and have a power cord. And I thought I might have a power cord. I did not have a power cord. I just listed them as is for $22. I won't make a ton of money because it'll probably cost me $12 to ship, and I'm in them for, let's say, $3, so that's $15, and fees $17. Maybe I make $3 or $4, but I took a gamble on them hoping that I would have a power cord here, and I did not. These were on clearance at Walmart for $2 a piece. August of 2022, and I bought $60 worth of them, so that would make $30 for $2 a piece, and I put them in the death pile, and I just dug them out, and this is the first one to sell. You'll probably see them a lot but they're not the kind of thing that's going to move quickly. Oh, it says quantity available for. I'm like, did I sell all 4 of the size 10? So this is a men's size 10 black silicone. It's just a band of silicone. Hardworking, active lifestyle. And so like my wedding ring that is white gold is harder, you know, is less apt to be flexible if I get it stuck on something or something. And so a lot of guys like 5 or 6 years ago were choosing these, and I thought it was weird then. I think it's weird now. But I picked up a whole bunch, left them in the death pile for 2 years, and that one sold for $6. I listed them all at $6.99 plus shipping because the comps were right around 12. The buyer sent me an offer on this, and I'm like, for sure, let's get one sold. $11.91 buyers all in. Oh, and I didn't pull. Yeah, I did pull that. Where is it? I pulled that. Oh, it's right here. Sega Genesis, the big Sega buyout that I did a couple of months ago, probably 6 months ago or better. This was one of the last. I went through that box and ended and sold similar, and there was this power cord that wasn't actually listed anymore for whatever reason. Probably somebody bought it, didn't pay, and I didn't relist it, or it didn't get relisted automatically like I thought it did. And so this sold for $16.99 free shipping. And then these magazines, my buddy moved into a house. It had a whole bunch of crap in the garage, and he's kind of selling through the crap in the garage. And these are like drag race magazines that are the same cartoon style as Mad Magazine. A bunch of stuff that's like torn up and missing covers. But there are a lot of people who collect and frame just the art, or just an article, or just a picture of a car, or just a cigarette ad. And there are entire eBay stores full of nothing but torn and framed or ready to frame magazine stuff from the 50s, 60s. These are all from the 70s. The 40s do really well. I've done some of that where you find a magazine from the 40s and it's got a pinup girl in it, and you sell just that one piece of paper out of the magazine. I figured somebody would want those, and they are kind of as is, destroyed condition. See what you can get out of them. Sold for $12 free shipping. It was kind of just I'd rather somebody have them that wants them than throw them away. Probably not making a great deal of money on that. But that's it, guys. We got a video out. Thanks for watching. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing. Thanks for sticking in there with me when I'm gone for several weeks in a row. And I'll be back on here and there as I have interesting things to say. Thanks for liking, commenting, subscribing, following, clicking the bell, all the things that you do. We'll see you on the next one.